Hey guys, it's SRC Reptiles, and I just wanted to give you a little tour of Twinkie's new setup. So, obviously still a 20-gallon, but I was trying to figure out what I was going to do about the fact that he kept burying his wheel. The wheel would hit the top of the mesh, and then his water bottle was always getting buried, and he was having a hard time getting to it to drink from it. So, I decided to do one side with Eco Earth, which is totally safe for him. I didn't make it too deep, but I didn't make it super shallow, so there's probably about half an inch of it there. So that's going to be where his wheel, his water bowl, and his water dispenser, one of his favorite houses, which is a strawberry. On this side, we have a crap load of stuff, so I have pictures that I'll put in of how I put this together. But he's got a hide underneath the bedding right here, and then he's got his huge bendy bridge underneath the bedding on this side. Then we've got his coconut ladder that goes across his big piece of wood that he really loves to climb on and chew on. And then he also has a whole bunch of his chew toys. I will say that he loves this one here the most, and it's willow wood. He's chewed it completely open. It used to be twice this length. And then he really enjoys having this woven ball as well. And I don't remember what material it's made from. So I'm going to add some Timothy hay in here real quick for him, and put a little bit more millet and oats in here, and then we'll put him in because he is in here. He's a big boy and he's ready to go into that tank. He is a little frantic right now because I just took everything, because all of his decorations except for this big branch were in this container with him, and now that he has nothing, he's kind of a little scared. But I'm curious to see how he'll use them, because I cut a couple holes, one on this side and then one down here that you really can't see too well, but right there, so that he actually can make underground tunnels in the bedding that pop out into here, so he has a few escape routes if he doesn't want to climb onto this strawberry to get up to here, or if he doesn't want to just jump in general, then he can go through those little areas, and he'll chew them wider if he needs them to be wider. And then I put hot glue in the center of this cardboard because there was a big open slit, so that adds some stability to it, so when he grabs onto it, it won't tear very easily. So, and I have another piece here that I'll use to replace this one once it gets torn up. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks. Like I said, I'm going to grab some hay real quick to put in here for him and some more goodies, and then we'll add him into the tank and see what he thinks. Okay, so I got the hay and stuff in there. I will say mice really don't technically need hay. They normally don't really eat on it too much, but he loves using it for nesting material, so that's the main reason. And I have occasionally seen him snacking on it, but it's not very often. He mainly will use it for nesting material. Then we've got some more oat sprays, and then one of his little millet pieces here that we've got put in there. So now, time to see. And I'm not going to stress him out too much by picking him up, so we'll just let him kind of walk into here. Now, normally I will keep a little bit of the old bedding so he has some scent of his in the tank, but all of his bedding was pretty soiled. It hadn't been changed for a couple months. Normally you want to clean it out at least once a month, but you normally want to sprinkle some old bedding into there as well. I didn't want to put any of his nasty old bedding in here, so all of it's new, but all of his scent is on all of his chew toys and his homes and stuff. So I'm not too worried that he'll be frantic. I know that he's going to really enjoy getting to explore his tank now that it's all completely brand new. He's going to definitely be building tunnels and stuff, so I guarantee he's going to be putting some bedding over here, but at least he'll be able to run on his wheel and drink from his water dish without there being any issues of them getting buried and stuff. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. It looks really nice. So obviously in the future I'd like to get him into a 40-gallon tank. But for now, a 20-gallon is not bad for just one mouse, especially males are not supposed to be together. So, and obviously he's very much a boy, so, yeah, he gets to be in here by himself. He gets all the goodies to himself. Curious to see when he'll attempt to try to climb onto his strawberry hut and get down onto the lower level. We'll see what happens. Checking out his coconut. I probably will stick some bedding in there actually, because before I had some bedding in there and he would sleep in there occasionally. Don't try to get out. And of course, he has a lid for this tank. It's over here sitting on the floor. So, and then those two stone bookends there go on either end of the lid to keep it secure so he can't escape. I'll go ahead and pause it, and once he tries to climb down to the lower level, then I'll come back and show you guys what he's doing. This new setup is going to get him a lot more exercise as well, which he's acting a little timid. I don't know why, probably because it's such a large drop, but he can climb down that strawberry, so I know that he's probably, by the next time he comes over here, he's probably going to get down there. He acts like the floor is lava. It's kind of funny. He'll figure out how to get down there, because his old corner, when there was just a corner over here of soil, had a storage tote lid to separate the soil from the bedding, and it was about the same height, if not a little bit taller than this, and he would hop down in there. So I think he's just being kind of cautious because he's not sure. Nice thing too about Eco Earth is if the bottle drips like it has, that Eco Earth will just absorb that water and then it'll naturally dry out. As where with this bedding, if it stays damp for a long time, it can potentially mold and stuff. So that's the nice thing also about Eco Earth. Because I use that, of course, with my geckos, and it works really well. Nope. I think he just went into his little strawberry. Oh, and you guys can't even see him from that angle. But it looks like he is touching the ground. Finally discovered that his wheel and his water dish are down here, which this is a really nice Wodent wheel is what it's called. And it's an 8-inch wheel, so it's really nice and big for him. Most of the time, adult mice, an 8-inch wheel is perfectly fine for him. He used to have a 6-inch when he was younger, but that was too small for him. His tail was kind of curving up. So when they run, you want that tail to be straight when he's already digging. Looks like he's going to run on the wheel a little bit. That's cute. He's probably not used to the fact that the bedding is not restricting the wheel anymore, so we'll see if he gets going. Nope, he still wants to explore. But now I just have to lift this tank up onto the shelving rack where it normally is. See, this is another nice thing that using Eco Earth is nice for, because they love to dig around in soil. And it's also a different texture for their feet and everything as well. Which I think that, I think he is potentially looking for food. Which he just got fed yesterday, so I'm not going to put any food in just yet. Because I've just given him a bunch of millet and also the oat spray as well, so... And he might just be digging for fun, you know. I'm probably going to start putting some insects on this side, like mealworms and dubia roaches occasionally, because he can dig and burrow for them, because mice love insects as treats. it's cute getting to watch him explore the tank. And you can see, like, there's a pretty decent amount of eco-earth in there, and it looks like he might have been rolling in it. That's kind of cute. Oh, he discovered one of the holes, but he didn't mess with it. But yeah, now that he can run very easily without that bedding restricting the wheel spinning, because that base, as you can see for the wheel, is really low to the ground with that wheel, so the wheel is not held up a lot. So when it was in the bedding, that wheel was scraping the bedding, and it would slow it down, so he would only be able to run a little bit. Or he'd have to really try to run, and it would not spin very smoothly. Hope it looks like he found the glass. I might end up making that bedding a little bit deeper. I just wasn't really sure how much to add in there. He's really going to town. Yeah, I think I don't have a whole bunch left, but I might just add the rest of it in there for him. But either way, guys, hopefully you enjoyed getting to see Twinkie and his new tank setup and whatnot. So I'm really happy how it turned out. If I had to guess, the bedding's probably about 4.5 inches deep. Because, well, maybe closer to 5. Because, like, my middle finger is 3 inches. And you can see that it goes up to right there. So it's probably about 4.5 or so inches deep. But mice really love making tunnel systems. So you want to have a lot of bedding in there so that they can make those tunnels and stuff. Because that's how they retreat and hide. And, of course, like I said, he has 2 hides underneath the bedding. Which I don't think, yeah, you can't see any from here. Which in the picture, it shows kind of like the tops of them and stuff. But that way he can burrow underground and get into those hides that are down there. And he can make little nests and stuff in there. So if it were to be cooler in the room, if he was needing warmth, he could just go into there. And that would be a lot warmer for him. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video with Mr. Twinkie. Like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. It always encourages me to make more videos. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.